In addition, we do want to help as many folks get into the industry as possible. At this point, there's less than 2% Black ownership in terms of cannabis ownership across the board. That is, no, that's nationally.
Nationally, yeah.
Yeah, so I think it's about 1.7%. So that's a critical component to be able to leave the door open behind us. And then, as you've done, I also do have a heart for making sure as we move forward with legalization, that we look at ensuring that disease states like PTSD, like fibromyalgia, and Crohn's, other disease states that we know that cannabis has activity in, that we actually ensure that individuals get the help that they need. And as I said, I was in the pharma industry. I'm recovering, but I was in the pharma industry. So I really do have a heart for ensuring that people are helped, and in particular, our veterans who frankly should have been the first people who had access, rather than continuing to be harassed at the federal level, as you noted in the beginning.
Absolutely. Talking to you, it all sounds like this has just been a piece of cake. However, we know that there have been multiple challenges along the way. Let's talk a little bit about what those challenges are.
This little light of mine, I'm going to let it shine. Wade in the water, and all of the other spirituals that a brother had. So I just tell you, man, like surviving became winning.
Right.
At a point, it was like, okay, we're able to pay for the building for another month. We're able to pay this bill and pay that bill and the like. But I would say one of the things I do know is that I've been very blessed by the opportunity I've had, being able to be in elected office and the like. I also knew, Montel, that if I couldn't do it, and if I couldn't make it happen, there's so many other people who wouldn't be able to do it.
Sure.
And so there was, we had, so understand, in the state of Massachusetts, you have to identify a building first, make a deal with a landowner who doesn't have a mortgage on their building. So that's a subset of a subset because of the federal, because of 280E. One of the things that people don't realize is that if someone has a mortgage on their building, they will accelerate their mortgage, meaning that they would actually make them pay their whole building off. And so we have to find a smaller group of individuals who are willing to do it. And then they're really nice, but they're not going to do it for free.
Right.